The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a handoff up the middle. Thornton. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5. Prescott now from the 50. This short throw caught by Goddard. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Thornton. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. They'll keep it on the ground. Davison, and he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the gun on 3rd down, Presley. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Looking to throw, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at it, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. It's caught left side, Bolden. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Then we're going to 53. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott. And Bolden brings it in, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
We're going to 54. Here we go. Here we go, 47. 26.
Now Prescott. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Second down and 3.
Yeah!
Now a handoff running through the middle. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Yeah!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Second and goal from the 1. Now Prescott. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey taking it in. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Presley. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Off play action. Presley. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Down to the 10. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get...
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The slot man in motion right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden, you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The defense rising to the challenge and sending him back on the sand.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On 4th down, Presley. That's caught inside the 20. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Back to throw. Presley. Touchdown! From 3 yards out.
And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Yeah! Here we go! Like 47! What do you think?
Here's Prescott.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And again, it's Prescott. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Presley. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Looking to throw. Presley.
And this one taken in by Olave.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Back to throw. Presley. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
That pass complete to Moore.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
Hey, kill.
Prescott to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle. 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Presley. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 7.
Operating from the gun, Presley.
That's caught downfield by Neighbors.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. You need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after here coming up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
To throw is Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Throwing, Prescott. He finds Bolden. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Being chased out left. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Garner. So nothing doing there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Back to throw. Presley. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll look to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete. Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. 75 yards.
And the Giants strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go, 47. Yeah!
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
Looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Moore, the man in motion. Back to throw here. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. Davison. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Looking to throw. Presley. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Presley. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Dalton Kincaid
From 8 yards out.
And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more.
35. Panthers 21. Harrison Davis to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
47.
Here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Complete here to the right to Bolden. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 9 now. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. On the move to his left.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Check go.
Back to throw again.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Everybody, kill.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Touchdown, Panthers. From 8 yards out. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2.
46. Hey, kill. Hey, kill. 46.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now here's Baldwin. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. A little juke. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
Here's 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Presley. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big game.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted down the right sideline.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here.
He's back to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And bulldozing his way through. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So big play there.
And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have two to possibly take this to overtime.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this two-point conversion. They'll look to throw. It's complete, and he will get in. The two-point conversion is good, and we may be on our way to overtime.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, 46. Yeah!
Here's Dak.
It's caught, left side, Bolden.
And he'll get him a first down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 47. 26.
Now Dak.
A dump off here to Bolden. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Yeah!
McCaffrey following the penalty. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. Oh, and Elliott has pushed it to the right. It is no good. And that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Panthers going to get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
And Bolden brings it in, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Prescott to throw it. That's complete to Bolden. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Yeah. 26.
And again, it's Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. Puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Kill. Yeah, here we go. Hey, kill. 26.
Prescott down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Here we go.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
26.
Now Prescott.
And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. The kick by Elliott is good, and they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, You've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because we're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats.
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he will bring this one